Ruby is a very wise owl, just like our meteorologist, Ed Schmidt.
Well, I do what I can, Jess, sifting through the numbers and looking at some incredible data that's ahead of us this weekend. The warmth that we've been talking about, it's on its way, Jess, and already today we're seeing an improved situation. A lot of sun in the area. We've had some pretty rough winds in the last 24 hours. This morning we woke up to kind of a brisk breeze, but boy, things have gotten a lot better since then. Not a cloud in the sky. We love that. And looking at time lapse with our Lewis Auto camera from downtown Rochester, temperatures started out in the low 20s, but now we've made it already into the 30s, on our way to the upper 30s. And I started to see some signs of melting going on in Lake Pepin. Here's a live look outside toward Lake Pepin from Lake City. Now it's our Lewis Auto camera there in Wabasha County. 31 degrees here in Rochester. It's 34 already in Austin, 32 in Decorah, Winona now 34. The winds completely calm. That is excellent. We love that when you have a nice light breeze or basically no wind at all. It feels like 31. Air pressure is on the rise. That warm sun really feeling even warmer in a day like today. Skies are clear. We're on our way to the upper 30s under an area of high pressure. What's ahead of us? There's a warm front for the west. As that gets closer, even before the warm front moves through, we're going to have some gusty winds tonight and tomorrow, ushering in that warmer air. And that, again, will be the first shot at 50 this year, 2020 anyway. Rochester looking at the possibility of 50 degrees tomorrow. Certainly, if not tomorrow, we'll be well into the 50s on Sunday. That will certainly, I think, at this point be at the very least, the warmest day of the year so far. First 50-degree high is usually reached on March 10th. That's the 130-year average. So typically this is the time of the year we start talking about such things. Last year it was about a 2-week delay, unfortunately, 28th of March last year. Look at that mild air working its way in. This is looking ahead at the weekend forecast. A little warmth tomorrow, plenty of warmth. These are 50-degree or warmer high temperatures across the country. As the jet stream marches northward, we're going to see more of that warmth building in as our pattern remains much warmer than recent days. Looking at 133 days since last time we were as warm as 50. Tomorrow looks to be perhaps our day. 31 right now in Rochester, 42 in Des Moines. And here's that warmth showing up to the west. That's what we were talking about earlier. That's on its way. It's going to be with those south winds pulling in that warmth ahead of that storm system. Right now, the wind's pretty much calm, but looking at the wind forecast. Tonight, we start seeing 25-mile-per-hour winds late this evening into the overnight hours. Maybe even see some gusts close to 30. Certainly well into the 30-mile-per-hour range tomorrow, and again tomorrow night through Sunday. So it is going to be a windy weekend. But again, it's one of those situations where there's that sunshine, the warmth, they work together to warm things up. But in some cases, may not feel as warm as the upper 50s because of those gusty winds. So a breezy, warmer weekend after a tranquil Friday. Next week, we'll settle things down with a little bit of dampness, a couple of showers, an occasional sun, but also a slightly cooler outlook. But overall, still warmer than average. 37 today, that's only a degree or two above average. Still not bad for this time of the year. Love the light winds and the sunshine. Skies remain clear tonight, but notice these winds started to pick up. We'll bottom out around 28, 27 degrees and then start seeing temperatures climb after midnight. High pressure brings a quiet afternoon. It moves south and eastward behind it, so that the winds begin to develop, and we'll start seeing those south winds picking up later tonight into the overnight hours. Temperatures will begin to climb. We'll reach the freezing mark by sunrise tomorrow, and we'll stay above freezing perhaps for 2.5 days, with the possibility of staying above freezing until late Monday night or Tuesday, as that warm air continues to work its way in gusty winds, and there's that cold front that will bring a change. That's going to bring some shower chances by Monday into Tuesday. Jet stream again looking to push farther northward. That warm air really working its way in for the weekend. So the next few days look really warm. Next week still above average, keeping in mind that the average high this time of the year is in the mid-30s or even upper 30s next week. But we're going to be above that pretty much every day for the next 7 days or more. 37 in Rochester today, Austin 38. Red Wing 40 with a light wind turning more to the south as we move along through the afternoon. 40 in Mason City, 37 in Northwood. Winds very calm and a pleasant day anyway. Breezy and cold tonight, 27. Feeling a little colder but with those wind chill indices thrown in. And 50 tomorrow, a gusty but mild day across the area. Winona 54 tomorrow, 53 in Austin. And again, looking at North Iowa, 56 Mason City, New Hampton, Iowa 51. So looking at temperatures very warm. The next week a little bit of rain and then maybe a little snow perhaps Tuesday into Wednesday. It looks like just a minor coating at most. Otherwise, a lot of melting with all those warm readings.
A lot of people are going to be taking walks this weekend, maybe cleaning out the garage.
That's a good point. Yeah, a lot of things you could do in this kind of warmth.
Thanks, Ted.